However, the more stuff we catch and record, you know. So they're calling this the museum theater. I don't know if it was originally the museum or a theater on this train. Let's go ask Jeff real quick.
And I got the worms. I'm like, my body temperature kept going down, down, down. You know, when you lay, I know when you're like standing though, you feel, you know, you always constantly feel that sway. But when you lay down, the sway seems so more, so much more in depth. You know, like it's the craziest
Rhythmatic?
feeling. Huh?
More rhythmatic?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've gone in there and slept before.
Oh, I could totally go to sleep. Yeah.
Is it okay I film you?
It's fine. But yeah, I'm just a little bit worried that maybe she's just getting a little bit too much. There's just too much happening. She gets kind of cranky about that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, that's why we came out. Yeah.
That's exactly what was coming to us. There was too much going on. Let's leave for a little bit and
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, she during the day, she definitely gets tired of me bringing people in there, and so when I sense that, we just shut it down and let her have her space.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, that's her house.
Yeah.
That's where she lives. So there is a portal actually above that car where spirits come in and out, and there's another spirit over here by the wall.
So he's talking about the portal being above that train car that you see right there, that green one in the back. There's a portal somewhere up over the top of it. It says Jeff here at the museum.
Her and her friend who had never been in the train station ever, or in the back here.
Yeah.
My girls were already kind of over here, and I come around the engine, and I was standing right here, and I saw this orb come down and kind of like do the swoopy.
Yeah.
And then it shot into this part here, and I'm like, oh, girls, and they're like, I'm like, no, I'm serious. I just saw this, because my daughter's like, thinks I'm crazy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I just saw this orb come down and shoot into the car, and I was trying to get my camera out at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen that happen a couple times where I come around this engine, and then I see the little orbs.
Yeah. Well, you guys have, you know, the other part about this that worries me too is the brakeman that killed the fireman, that he's around here too.
Yeah.
And he's a bad dude. He's not a nice guy.
Yeah.
And is that the brakeman that may have stabbed
Yes.
Kate's fiance?
Yeah.
And have you found names for these guys, or just no, or not really?
No, we're still trying to find the death certificates in Salida.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to actually go to the courthouse to pull those records, that they're not just out there for you to be able to access like online or something.
So you have to go there physically is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to take a trip to Salida.
Now we did notice you can pull up the what do they call it? When they go out and they count how many people.
The census.
Thank you.
Yes.
God, I'm getting tired. the Census Bureau records
Oh, yeah?
of Laura's. Well, they call her business, she's got all these seamstresses working for her. It's just the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
They're not called prostitutes, they're seamstresses.
Mm.
And
Smart lady.
we can look through from 1930 to 1940. You know, Laura was a madam,
Right,
and it lists all of her girls.
right.
When was that, here or Salida? Or
In Salida.
Salida.
in Salida?
Yeah.
And did they travel a lot and bounce from cat house to cat house, or they're pretty
No.
permanent?
No, a lot of them, if you look over the years, a lot of them came and went, and no telling if they went and found husbands or what they did. They, were there and then they weren't, but, then there were a lot that were there for quite a few years.
And how often would they make the journey between here and Salida? Was it like a weekly thing, or, because
No.
I don't remember how, I don't know much about the,
No, this equipment was in Salida the whole time.
oh, okay.
It wasn't until Mr. Bradshaw bought that car from the Black Hills
Uh-huh,
and another car, the 64, which we restored,
right,
and it's on the train. It has been in service for 30 years. But the two cars were together as part of that wrecking train.
okay.
And this coach, I've got pictures, lots of pictures of it in the yard in Salida with the 64
Uh-huh,
as this rescue train.
oh, okay, cool.
So that's all documented too.
That's awesome. I just love history.
The,
I mean, it's just,
That's half of what's so intriguing to me about this is the history.
Right. Well, the thing of it is Avery Martinez, what blew the lid off this case was Avery Martinez got a job here, and he's from Salida.
Mhm.
He's like fourth generation
train?
railroader.
Uh-huh,
And his great uncle came to Colorado from Illinois,
uh-huh,
and he was a heavy equipment operator. He operated a steam shovel, and so, or they called them ditchers, actually.
And that was the
And-
first version of an excavator?
Yeah, it was. When he came to Colorado, he ended up in Salida, and he didn't have a place to stay, and he had been hired by the Rio Grande to run heavy equipment. And so they told him that he could live on this car. So Avery's great uncle lived on the 460
oh, that's cool.
and was part of that crew
Mhm.
that would go out and repair track and clean up train wrecks and rescue people. And he was there that night that the stabbing happened. He was an eyewitness.
Oh, wow.
To the
And all
break-
of
to the
those
brakeman.
guys, all of those guys on that car that night were sworn to secrecy by the Rio Grande executives to keep their mouths shut.
Right.
And it was only when they got older that their consciences started to bother them. And Avery's great uncle started to talk and tell the story.
Oh, that's so cool.
And that his ashes are actually in the journal boxes of that car. So his great uncle is there with that car also. And I mean, maybe not spiritually, but his physical remains
Right.
are there.
Right.
So anyway, that the eyewitness account, and that it's all written down and everything in
Right.
detail about what happened that night is, it's not bullshit.
Right.
It's not made up. What's going on?
Nothing much. I just need to get off the car for a little bit.
So, Jeff, is there stories about the seating up here? I had heard that there's some,
Yeah.
been some pictures taken that you actually see.
Yeah.
Which seating?
I can show you a video that I posted on YouTube called The Midnight Visitor.
Looks so cool now.
And
my
this
God,
was
chills.
taken with our surveillance camera.
Jeff, do you have the picture of the little girl and Emmy and Kate in the other car still?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. You mean in the theater?
Yeah, in the theater
in the
car.
theater car, yeah. Hold on just a second.
I heard the. I thought it was in the car, but.
I heard it.
Because Tess came out of there.
What is going on? The internet has been really, really weird tonight. Okay. Now, guys,
Yes.
this is in the middle of the night, and there is nobody in the rail yard.
But look, there's something.
And there is the brightest light coming through these doors over there when there isn't any light out there at all. And look at this.
That's what I saw right off the bat.
Check
It's
that
kind of
out.
like laying down.
It looks like a human,
Yeah.
Well,
and it's like.
let me start this from the beginning because this is the most crazy thing in the world that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is what. Oh wow! Look at the locomotive is just coming back into town. 486. So this is what it looks like over there right now, right?
Right.
Let me go back to where we were. Sorry.
Look, this is like
Wow,
so
one-
fascinating.
What the frick? Come on. Sorry, it's operator error. Okay. Ready and. I didn't click on that.
They're like, no.
Here we go.
You can.
Here it goes.
And it was dark outside.
It was
What time
dark.
at night?
This is in the
Well, it
middle
says
of the
Says
night.
up there, 3 something.
So the screen's shaking because that's you taking a picture of the screen, correct?
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
Watch this.
That is so crazy.
It's
Look
like
at
it
that.
comes in the room.
Holy moly! And then it goes away. And it comes back in and goes away.
Yeah, that is so phenomenal.
Holy moly!
Thing is our security department caught this. I didn't. They were. That was on a Friday night, and when I walked into work on Monday morning, they were like, "Jeff, you got to see this video in the museum." And so yeah, I was just like,
That is so
that's
crazy.
pretty wild. Because let's do this. Let me show you something here.
So where did those rows of seating come from, Jeff?
They came from Glenwood Springs,
Okay.
from a depot in Glenwood Springs.
Oh, okay.
Administration.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can do, let's just go back to like the 28th of September, and we'll go look at each time there's motion in the museum, it makes a record, okay?
Oh, okay.
And so all of these time stamps that you see here
Jeez.
are
They're
when
all around 3 a.m.
and are when there was motion that was picked up by a camera.
Right. Wow.
So I mean, every time this is why I just get kind of bored with how much shit is going on in here.
Right.
Because now watch, I'm going to start this. You see what time it is? It's
Yes.
2:19 in the morning, all right? And now I'm starting the motion. So I don't even know what it's going to show me, but something was going on. There was some movement in the museum. Did you see that light go
Yeah,
on?
I
Just,
did.
can you do that one
Oh,
again?
and it's
It's no,
vibrating.
it's still
Look, look, look.
doing it. Just
You see it?
watch.
Where?
You don't even
I
have
see
to
it.
replay it. I mean,
It's
there's
right there.
something blocking. What that is light comes in through the doors,
Wow.
and something is going
Blocking.
past
Passing.
that and blocking.
Oh, rewind that.
Wait, where?
Oh.
There's another
Oh,
one.
right there.
Just watch it. I mean, it's like it's continuous, you guys. It's continuous.
Mhm.
This is all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like,
Can I talk you into rewinding that one, Jeff? Sorry.
yeah, sure.
Because there was
Let's see.
2 that went across the
Wow.
screen there that were just really.
Those
They were
Prolific.
fast. No,
Okay,
they were
so
not.
it's going backwards now. You see how it's counting down?
Uh huh.
And I mean, I don't get excited about it anymore just because I can pick out any one of these
There goes
times
one.
There's one.
and
Backwards.
we'll watch it, you know.
And there's that other one.
Oh, that's like so
Whoa.
crazy.
And that light's coming from the warehouse, yeah? In the window?
Well, what it is, yeah, I think it's coming